Hi there, my name is Farina Thompson, and I'm bringing this story to you via my home office here in the state of Oklahoma, which I've only been here for a year now. What brought me down here to Oklahoma was my grandchildren. They got taken from their mother, my daughter, back in March of '06, March 2nd. Okay, and they have been really giving me a hard time. And now that my grandchildren's been in the system now for over 3.5 years, it'll be 4 years in March, and I'm praying to God that them kids will be home very, very soon. You see, this is how the story goes. I have guardianship out of the state of Nevada. When the children got taken from their mother, and because of that, the state of Oklahoma, they're refusing to give me my grandchildren. Well, in the midst of everything that has taken place, just recently, September of 2009, my daughter relinquished her parental rights, so she gave her kids up. Now, I've been going to court, being there, standing there by her side, and these people here, they don't want me to intervene and help my daughter. They're forcing me to get an attorney. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get my grandchildren. I've done that. But I want the world to know how the state is and what are they doing and how they're treating their people. They're taking these people's children. They're not working with these people. Their system needs to be restructured. Now, I'm not going to sit back and shut up. And I understand they could put me in jail. But that's just a chance that I'm going to have to take. Because if I don't speak out on the situation at hand that's taking place down here in the state of Oklahoma, then they will forever be taking these people's children. Now, once these children are in foster care, it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is my understanding that reunification and family reunification for these children to be reunified with their family. Well, in the case here with me and my grandchildren and my daughter, they don't have any contact with me. They don't talk to me. They don't have anything to say to me. Now, early on in the beginning when I was still in Nevada, they was calling me and asking me, well, is it okay if we put your children on medication? They want to dope my kids up so they can't talk and freely, and then they want to label them and say that something's wrong with them because they don't want my grandchildren to talk. They have them all spread out in the state of Oklahoma, and it's just ridiculous. And one of my grandchildren, my baby Mazel, that is my 9-year-old grandson. He's way in Tulsa. Now, there's 5 of my grandchildren. They all spread out here in the state of Oklahoma. I don't like it for one bit. These people are not messing with no dummy here. But it's the fact that when these people are in office, they're trying to act like they're God and trying to intervene and act like they're helping people. That's not the case. They can't do that. There's only one person, one spiritual entity that will override all of this. That's the good Lord above. And these people here, they're messing with these families. They're destroying families, me included. But I cannot sit back and stand and let these people do what they're going to do without a fight. I'm not going to give up. I'm not just going to sit down or turn my head and act like it's going to be okay. Well, if I don't speak out and let the world know what's going on to what these people are doing to these children out here and these families, well, I can't do it. My grandchildren has been in the system for 3.5 years. And I have no visitation. I have no communication. They don't allow no communication or visitation. And I'm right here in this town. I didn't travel almost 2,200 miles to get here. And not to even think about the flights with no reservation and everything. And I will do everything that I have to do for my grandchildren. You see, I'm a very strong person. And through this here situation, I've really grown, and this is much more than anyone can ever imagine. The pain, the suffering, the sleepless nights, just worrying about your babies, wondering what type of household they're in. What are they doing? Just because a person passed the test to get in, it doesn't mean that everything is correct. You know, I want to hear my babies' voices. I want to hug them. I want to cook for them. I want to get up in the morning, take them to school. I want to go buy their school clothes. I want to go do everything that I was doing before. Now, when the kids first got taken, there was only one of my babies in school. That was my oldest one. That was Melvin. You know? And now, all my babies are in school, except for my baby. That's with his daddy. But all my babies are in school. And the thing is, since my daughter gave up her rights, you know, they still fussing and arguing. Well, we don't want Miss Thompson to have her kids. She can't come here and rescue her daughter again like she always does. Well, that's my child. And I'm going to do what I have to do for my child. These are her children. She didn't give them up. Hey, I can take care of my grandchildren. I get enough money. Ex-military, $3,000 a month, transportation, insurance, checking savings account, responsible. I mean, come on. A roof over the head, plenty of food in the refrigerator. I mean, what more? These is my grandchildren. I do it. I do it for free. These is my grandchildren. I don't need no money from no one. I'm right here. I have an education. I got my office set up. You see how I'm communicating right now. And these people here think that I'm going to roll over. They think I'm going to roll over and don't say anything. These are my grandchildren. I love my grandchildren. You know, and I miss them dearly. My Melvin, Michael, Mizell, Tariq, Eric, they're my sweeties. You know, them are grandma's babies. And I'm a grandmother. You know, and I love being a grandmother. I love being a mother. And I honor them titles. I wear them titles with pride. And I'm just so thankful. You know, I'm thankful. Because when God made me, he had a plan. Just like he has a plan for each and every one of us that's out there. And for these people that's sitting in office on these benches and in these DHS office just messing around with these people's children and destroying lives, that's totally against the good book. That's totally against the Bible. These people are not doing appropriate work. And there's so much going on down here in the state of Oklahoma, you wouldn't believe. It is so much just going on down here. You know, I've already been on the news 3 times here in the state of Oklahoma. December the 16th, December the 25th, and January the 28th of this year. One of them times I was told that I was going to have contempt of court one time. I was going to be thrown in jail. Well, that's just a chance that I'm going to have to take because my grandchildren needs to know that grandma is here and I'm not going nowhere. I do whatever it has to be done. I am definitely going to tell the story the way it is. And these people, they're saying, well, we can't license your home because you had a food stamp fraud case back in 1982. Darn near 30 years ago. Well, you have a couple of other things that you were charged with. Well, they need to get things correct because they're not violent. They're not drug related. There is nothing wrong. No felonies, no prison time, no anything. You know, and these people they are just really mad because of my personality and my positiveness. I'm not letting this here go. So please, I'm asking for the world. I'm asking for anyone that sees this here message, just plead from this here desperate grandmother. I don't want to lose my grandchildren. If you have anything that can help, if anything, I don't care what it is, anything that possibly that can help in this here situation.